two things I'm doing now for artists. Here's the thing, a lot of artists, they say don't do, people came up to me, oh, I talked to so-and-so and he said never to do jury shows. And I'm like, you know what, like there's things, like there's arts organizations to join, like the LA Art Association. People say, should I join the LA Art Association? I say, yes, you should. If you're just starting out, start out. Don't pretend that you're not going to start out, that you're going to go up to, whatever, the highest level tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. And so I try to advise artists, and then people started asking me for advice all the time. So then I developed a seminar called Artworld Bootcamp, which, don't let the name scare you. I'm not the worst drill instructor you'll ever meet. But I do Artworld Bootcamp, and I'm going to be doing one in January, and it's downtown. If you want to come in Saturday mornings for 6 Saturday mornings, a couple people who are in the show here whose work I got to know through them taking the seminar Bootcamp are here. They could vouch for me, or maybe not. But I've never really had a complaint. So if you're at the level where you're doing juried shows, I would want you to consider that. It might be better to spend $300 on that than to spend $100,000 on grad school. And but maybe the $100,000 on grad school is well spent too. I don't want to bash other people's models of learning. But I really do break down things about what artists who are at this level. It's made for artists at this level, where you're doing juried shows. You have finally found your visual vocabulary, where you're making a well-made object. What do you do next? Well, how does the art world work? I break that down. And then another thing I'm doing now commercially is I have Coagula Curatorial Gallery on Chungking Road in Chinatown. There's a number of other galleries around there. And there's a gallery next to us called Red Pipe, and the people who ran Red Pipe moved from LA, and I took over their lease. So if you are thinking of putting a show together, whether it's a solo show or a group show, we are renting that out for artists to produce their own shows. And so depending on the length of the show you want, we can make it a very affordable experience for you. And that's a way to get people down to see your art. So when people tell you to market your art, the #1 way to market your art is to actually have a show of your art. It's not a website. It's not a Facebook page. Those are all bumper stickers on cars on the freeway to get people to actually come to your show when you have the show. So, so those are two things I'm doing commercially now that I felt it was okay for me to plug, and Peggy didn't run up and run from my mouth. So.